welcome back to Le Mans 24 Hours for the PS2, and I hope you enjoyed the real Le Mans this year. I hope I enjoyed it. I hope it was a good race. It's the past. It's not happened for me yet. In fact, I'm recording this the weekend of the 24 Hours of the Nürburgring, which was mostly fog, so hopefully it went slightly better than that. But before I say goodbye to my Le Mans attempts for this year, after finally getting the GT class win, I thought we might as well try the open prototypes for the first time. So let's see what our options are, because I don't know what they are. There's obviously going to be a fair few teams. So we've got Johansson Matthews in a Reynard. We've got a Peugeot for Welter Rachel. A Lola Nissan Multimatic Motorsports. Well, that's satisfying to say. Multimatic Motorsports in the Lola Nissan. That's very satisfying. I don't know why. We've got Konrad Motorsports, which, to be fair, we've been Konrad through and through so far. It does make sense we might stick with them.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees.
As ever, it's handling mode expert, AI driver skill hard. I think I'm going to keep all the same settings that I used. I'm expecting it to be transferable. Sure, we're going to have, I assume, more top speed and more downforce. Let's just go with that. We'll keep that in the middle, because I feel like that was the sweet spot we discovered last time. Middle downforce. The middle's the sweet, unsurprisingly. Such insights. What insights you get from me. Wow. Okay, let's see how we do. The goalpost's very much moving. So I'm such a child. So my best qualifying time was like a 50... Was it 3-minute 50 or 3-minute 51? And then in the race, managed a 3:47 in GT class. But obviously here, we're about 20 seconds quicker pole time. And that is now the target time that we should look out for. The pole time is a 3 minutes 28. So, no questioning how far off we are. We can see it in black and white! Well, that's a great start, excellent. Over 200 miles an hour as we come to the first chicane in the Mulsanne Straight. It's insane that we could sit in the slipstream as a GT car and reel them in. That just shouldn't have been possible. Nope, too much. That would have been end of qualifying if there was a damage model. Straight line speed, downforce increased, but brakes aren't that much more powerful, so can't just like be the last of the late breakers coming around all of these parts. Not the best run up for the start of a lap. Again, despite knowing full well that I can't get over the curbs, I insist on going over them. And you can see how much the difference is between GT class. I've just done a 3-minute 57, which I was struggling to do in many parts in the GT car, and then despite full-on murdering myself at Indianapolis, we've just waltzed across the line and done that as a warm-up lap. The speed, very much apparent. I feel like the game is very good also at simulating like brakes locking up if you just like hold on to the brake button. So it does encourage a pumping of the brakes if you are going in a bit deep. Case in point. Still not got my eye in quite yet. That's it. I feel like that's the line you see the AI take. You can sweep across now with that extra downforce. Indianapolis is one of the most satisfying corners in the world when you get it right. It's such a nice feeling. A bit heavy on that one. God, almost over-rotated the car there. We come across the line to do a 3:36, so about 8 seconds down on the pole time. Which, for many of my attempts in the GT class, that is roughly about where we were. So for a first attempt in prototypes, I suppose that's where what I could about have expected. I said that in a really weird way. Words are not working today. So it's an Audi Sport Team Joest, or Yoast? Joest? It's not Joest, is it? I've always said it that way. That's wrong. Is it Yoast? I should have looked that up before doing the video. That would have been just basic good standards, wouldn't it? What a Audi Sport 123, Team Dams in 4th and Konrad Motorsports in 5th. Looking at the spread, I was about going to say, looking at the fall off of times, I was thinking, oh, we might not be that far back, but then all of a sudden there is a big clump around 3:35. But we are in the top 10, which, considering, I was worried, it's a much bigger class now. We've got 16 cars racing in this class. So, well to Rachel last with a 3:43. Oh! Honestly, it's... please. So I think strategy-wise, this is going to be much the same as GTs. Do we do a one-stop or do we do a two-stop? And since we're starting 9th, and it is my first attempt, I think I'll play it conservative. So we'll keep downforce where it is. We'll go onto the hard tyres just to account for the fact if it's raining. And then it's what to do with the engine, because the last time I did balance for both in GT class, I nearly ran out of fuel before my first stop. So the options are go to endurance and deal with it, or lift and coast a bit towards the end of the first stint. And I think I prefer to do the latter. Just make sure we remember to do that. Because this is my first attempt, I would like to stay within the top 10. Let's say 8 or above. Oh, I knew. I just bloody knew. Okay. Very careful for the first time. Prototype in the wet on the hard dry tyres. We're going to have to do half the race on the wrong tyre. Let's just take it easy. See if we can get 8th or above in our first prototype attempt. Let's not get lulled in by all the additional speed and downforce we have. We have made a decent start though. We're going to look to make a move. That was probably, when I look at the replay, quite an untidy one, but Christ, and a butchered Tetra Rouge. And there we go, that same old feeling of being a little bit slow in a straight line, but we get a bit of a push forward as we get into the braking zone. I'm not doing too bad so far. This is okay. Another place made. This is good. This is okay. Remember, I'm doing the one stop and I'm assuming everyone else is on the 2, so this is all right. Ooh. Got very sideways there. Don't make a move up to Indianapolis now. I've got no explanation for why I just took that line through our arse, but it does compromise our exit. Keep saying I need to book a doctor's appointment. What were those words? That's it. Get over that first curb. That doesn't send you as crazily over. And this has been a really good first lap, considering what it was like in the GTs when we tried to pull the one-stop strategy. We've gained 2 places, and we're close to a few cars ahead. Although, oh god, don't get too ahead of yourself, man. Come on, I'm taking these corners quite poorly, and when there's 3 of them fighting up ahead, costing themselves time, oh my god. Beautiful. We're in the top 5 on merit. This is brilliant. I do believe though after this car there is a bit of a gap to the top 3. I imagine that's going to be the Audi Sport gang. But we're in the slipstream, and as night falls, we're into 4th. Oh, but of course, night in the wet on this game. Not a fan. Visibility poor. I feel like I should have some headlights, guys. Oh, he's coming back at us. Oh, don't do what the Orica did to me last time out, please. Get across it. Still a bit tentative through there, but it's okay. Just keeping one eye on the fuel. We're not stopping this lap, we'll be stopping at the end of the next one. Very nice to just see a glimpse of the 3rd place brake lights then. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Everyone's staying out. Are these guys doing the one stop? Oh, well that changes it up a bit, doesn't it? Here's me thinking, oh, well, from this position, if everyone's doing a 2-stop and I'm 1-stopping, this is going to be easy. But, actually, oh, God. Ooh, that wasn't necessarily aggressive, sir. I've made the mistake. There's no need for that. Oh, no. Oh, we're starting to struggle now. I do wonder if this... I feel like we might be alright for fuel without lifting and coasting in the prototype. I wonder if the one-stop is just going to be the only option. Come on, we should be in the slipstream of these. Here we go. Fuck off, mate. Get in the bin. Go on, just give us a push. Bump draft. Let's catch up to 4th place. Oh no! Oh, that f***ed that right up. No! No, no, no! Come on! Oh, and I've just been thumped up the rear. What are we doing? Come on now. Oh, look at the state of those rear tyres. That was a proper up them. Trying to carry too much speed in worn hard tyres in wet weather. And we slide off and then get a little bit caught in the gravel. Ah, silly. Oh dear. Oh god, the grip's all gone. Oh well, this is one of the big issues then of the one stop. The hard tyres, not as comfortable in getting to the halfway point. Which I think is probably more manageable in dry weather, but because we're in the wet weather as well, it's proper not fun. And there's confirmation that fuel, not an issue this time. Yep, that's just how I take this now. Don't at me.
Ooh, you're hard.
Okay, we go on to the wets. I think I'm going to go to the high downforce. But that's not wets. Make that doctor's appointment, dude. Jesus Christ. Wets. I'm going to go high downforce because I think that's the thing to do in wet weather. Definitely refuel to 100%, and off we go. God, look at the leading pack already. Top 3 have already been in and out. I assume they've been in the pits by this point. Heading off down the Mulsanne Straight. And now we're just going to have to fight to try and get ourselves back up to 8th. But, yeah. Okay, no 2-stop versus 1-stop. It has to be the 1-stop. I suppose the trade-off is, do you go for sprint engine and then fuel save? Maybe that's the conundrum for the prototypes. But we come out last in class, but obviously these guys haven't stopped yet. Sun is about to rise, so we've got less than half to go. Hopefully these wets are a bit more durable and we don't have that same problem coming to the end of the stint. But however, what started off as a very tidy, good bit of driving, head has gone a little bit. The gap is insane. Surely they need to stop, right? They can't have gapped us by that much. Sweet sunlight. It's good to see you. It's good to be able to just see full stop as a result. Oh, let's not do this up to here again, please. There we go, that's okay. Oh, yeah, that's it. Bump drafts only, please. I will accept no other form of violence. It is nice to be racing and not feel like a complete sitting duck, though, for a change. That's nice. Oh, good lord. Right, these guys must be going in now, surely, right? There we go. We are not far off the back of the top 10. And I do feel like the leaders must have stopped now. Very late indeed. Because we are now much closer to them once again. So that's okay. I was thinking, oh god, this is going to be impossible to even get close for a win. Oh, good lord, dude. Oh god! Well, I feel like we could have gone through... He's just off in the gravel. If he hadn't turned in early, he wouldn't have bumped himself wide. We could have gone 2x2 through Tetra Rouge. It would have looked great. Great. That could have been the thumbnail. But no, you f***ed it for yourself. Idiot. Or at least hunting down the top 10. So that's interesting. The leader is just exiting the second chicane down the Mulsanne Straight as we exit the first. So we're not that far away. I think without that wobble overnight, we'd have still been fourth, and might have been half a chance at nicking this. But not bad for future attempts. I feel like we're going to get much closer to the front, much quicker. And again, if we get a little bit of luck on the weather... This could be very helpful indeed. Oh, God, Lord. Came in a little bit shallow to that one. But we're okay. Oh, spun up on the curbs. The outside of our Narge I don't think is the one. Oh, especially when they get their elbows out. Very willingly, but I hold my ground. And we're back in the top 10. That section just feels... To do it quickly, I feel like you have to be very close to screwing up. Oh, awesome cars going in the pits. Are we seeing some late stops? Oh, maybe don't focus on that and focus on the corners. So we're up to 8th now. This, I think, will it be the final lap? I think it will. Or will we get round one more? Oh, no. Oh, I didn't factor that in. We're going quicker. We might do another lap. Ooh. Whoops. Oh, when did we cross the line? It's going to be very close. Oh, no. I'm too busy looking... Oh, that was stupid. I'm too busy looking at the time, trying to do maths to see if I need to do another lap, and I just missed the breaking point entirely. I mean, it's very straightforward. If we've got one more lap, I just need to go into the pits at the end of this one. But if we're going to finish this lap, we just don't go in the pits. I think we're going to end up having one more lap. Looking at where the leaders are, there's definitely going to be another lap for them. Despite the offs, we are reeling in 7th place. This is good. Oh, this is going to be so awkward. Because we are less than a minute away from finishing the lap. So we are going to have to do one more, surely. But we're probably going to be in the pits when the time elapses, which is such a weird thing. Yeah, so 30 seconds left. I'm going to have to... Yeah, if I cross the line now, we're going to run out of fuel. So I'm going to have to go into the pits. Tyres are fine, so let's go no change. We don't need to refuel 100%, let's just do it to like 30. The scaled fuel's really got me. So it's just a splash and dash. But we are across the line. It is now the final lap. So what does that mean? There's cars crossing the line now. Have they finished the race? Or are we about to go down to 10th? Yeah, I think the car that's just... because there was headlights over there, they've just crossed the line and they've finished the race. So we can't go lower than 9th now. Oh, 30. Oh, I don't know if that's I've put enough fuel in. Oh, no. What is the gap to 8th? 26 seconds. I think we are condemned to finishing where we started. Maybe these guys are running the endurance engine then. Because I seemed quite good on pace for a change, so maybe actually I need to go down to the endurance engine. Because it's not so bad, and that will save us enough fuel to do one stop. I'm just going to short shift to the extreme. We can't be caught. I feel like I literally can't lose 9th place now, so let's just trundle. You know what, I'm really liking how different switching classes is, because the bare minimum you'd expect is, okay, the handling's a bit different, you're going a bit quicker, there's more downforce, but the fact that, again, the fuel efficiency of the engine is completely different, the strategy's completely different. That's really cool. We've got, it's not just going to be, right, do what you did again with the GT class to win. You've nailed it. Is there a car going in the pits? It doesn't matter. Anyway, we're going to cross the line, and we're going to finish 9th on our first... There is a car in the pits. Why are you pitting? I don't know. Anyway. For sake. Yeah, I appreciate that it's a different challenge. And we're going to have to do some learning. But that was fun to drive. It's nice to being able to race them a little bit. But we need to work out our strategy, because that last lap stop was a killer. So, Audi Sport start at 1-2-3 and they finish it 1-2-3 ahead of Pescarolo Sport and Konrad Motorsports. We come home in 9th, which is a shame because actually look at that. Again, in the wet weather, we did a 3-minute 40, 3 seconds quicker than the times of the top 2. And that brings us to the end of our attempts at Le Mans 24 Hours on the PS2 for this year. Although I say that, I am tempted to come back to it, but we'll put it on ice for a bit because we've been doing quite a few attempts around the real Le Mans. I do want to visit Petit Le Mans when the time comes later in the year. I think that's like October, November time. But I really hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Like I say, we'll be back in this game in the future, but please do check out some other videos on the channel as well. If you're new here, I just play games. I know there's probably a better way of selling it, but that is what happens. So if you like that, please stay. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you very soon.